back. We just planned our flight through on OnAir. Go ahead and watch that video. Should appear there. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, let me know. Or not. Alright, we're planning to go to Glasgow. Road is GUSSI N560 INBAS, ERSON, and ERSON 1 Golf. The arrival. Got 158 gallons of fuel, 950 pounds of cargo. Our cargo is smartphones. It's worth about 8 G's, 8,600 bucks. Not sure if you guys call it that over there across the pond. I know your currency is different than ours, but the one currency we should all have. You all know. Anyway, 101 nautical miles planned. We're 8,700 pounds for a max of 12.5, going to flight level 100. We're at ramp 20 at Inverness on the Echo apron. We're going to use runway 5. In the planning video I said it'd be Echo Foxtrot to runway 5. I don't know what I was thinking. That would take us to 2-3. We're going to use, I think it's Bravo Alpha, or Alpha to 05. Anyway, I get things wrong once in a while, don't we all? This is that guy just did the moonwalk. This is an Orbix. There he is again, look. That's awesome. Inverness Airport from the in-game marketplace, and Twin Otter by Aerosoft, and unfortunately it's discontinued from their site. I think you can still get it from the in-game marketplace. My thoughts: it's a good aircraft. I would have to say I recommend it now. At first I didn't, but I did a video on that, so won't get too into that. Get to the price of BTC, guys. Price right now is $30,353 American. Amounts to around 40,449 Canadian dollars. Alright, let's get some headlines off here. Remember, guys, long time preference, long-term thinking. Generational stacking creates generational wealth. And if you have an emergency, you know your stack is safe in your possession. In your cold possession. Properly stored, it's safe. Alright, let's get to some headlines. There's my little Xbox warning. Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is gambling token in new scathing attack. Yeah, Warren Buffett is probably the world's biggest virtue signaler. Alright, let's see what else. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holdings could be worth trillions. There's no could there, guys. Will be worth trillions. It will. Twillions. Know what I was trying to say there? Let's see what else. Bunch of garbage about Ethon here. It's just a news site that does them all. Let's just go to a Bitcoin only one, but you gotta see the whole market as a whole, guys. You can't just look at one thing. I mean, and what I mean by that is I focus solely on Bitcoin, but there's little things here and there that you hear about, and they affect this or that. So, okay, Bitcoin halving, what it is and what it means for the crypto market from Crypto Patel 5 hours ago. We all know what the halving is. Well, I guess we don't all know what the halving is when the mining gets cut in half. So that's happening in April of next year, and it'll make it harder to mine Bitcoin, which will make it more rare. Kind of like mining gold, it gets rare somewhat, you know? Unless you mine it off of asteroids or something. Alright, let's get to the flight. Enough of the Bitcoin talk for now. Let's jump on in. We'll speed this part up as usual, guys. Okay guys, we're ready to push here. We'll go with our pushback, toolbar pushback toolbar. I always forget what it's called, so call it both. Where's our pushback dude? Here he is. Jump into the external here. Okay, I'm just going to pull up the chart for Inverness. Yeah, it's Echo Alpha. We'll hold Alpha 1. Where are you going, buddy? You're going right into the engine. There you go. There's the wheel. Okay, so he'll push us back. Slow that down. We'll hit the brake here because sometimes it works better with the brake on. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but check that we're on 122.8. We are. Yeah, Vatsim, sorry guys, there's no one on right now. It's just Unicom. So. Inverness traffic, November 6854 Mike, type Twin Otter, taxiing from ramp 20, the Echo apron, to runway 05 via Bravo Alpha, holding Alpha 1, Inverness traffic. Let's speed that up a little more. Okay, we can stop them there. Alright. Okay, we're on our own accord here. Ten degrees of flaps out. Turn on the auto feather. Get that ready. Do have our taxi lights on, correct? Pitot heat's on. Sorry guys, I haven't flown in a few days here. When was that flight over across the pond there? That was last week, I think, sometime. I seem to get longer stutters in this update, I've noticed. the new update. I get these long stutters that are pretty scary. I did have one crash over in Norway, but other than that, things seem to be pretty good. I don't know if there's any performance increase or anything, but still seem to be hitting my 60 in most parts, and heavily populated airports 40 to 50. I'm talking frames, but there's Alpha 1 there. Okay, we'll hold her here, finish up our checks, and then get going. Quantity and selector checked, looks good. Boost pumps are on, yes they are. Rudder trim tabs, we'll set those. Make sure you set these in the Twin Otter. I always set it to TO, I don't know if that's proper or not, but that's where I like to set it. Flight instruments checked. Okay, everything looks good here except our course. Of course our course doesn't look good. And to find our course, we go here. Nope, definitely hitting the wrong button there. 189. Let's put on course selector here and we'll go 189. Where are we? 180. Right there somewhere. And we're slave to the GPS, right? Make sure. Okay, radio's set. Just check those. They look good. Flaps take off. You got 10 degrees on. Verify that here. Engine instruments look good. Pitot heat's on. Anti-ice we don't need right now. Landing lights. Those on. Taxis can go off. Runway and heading is checked. Alright. We'll pull back around 60, 65 knots. We're really light, 8,700 pounds, so good to go that way. Making a right turn onto course, I believe. I always get confused at Inverness, I don't know why. Yeah, because we'll be facing east, so. Do our brake thing here again. Inverness traffic, November 685 for Mike, lining up runway 05. Inverness. Have a quick look. Can't really see it in this view, but that's okay. 05, so we'd be turning right. Right? Right. Pop down a touch here. There we go. See out the windows a little bit. Inverness traffic, November 6854 Mike, taking off runway 05, departure to the south, Inverness. Put her up to 30. Hold her there, looking good. And right up to 50.
Airborne time logged.
Hey, we're looking for 400 feet. We sailed right up, look at that, holy moly. There we go, flaps can go up. Throttle can come back a touch, props touch. Now that's a takeoff. Do the rest of our gups check, gas is good, undercarriage, tap the brakes. Props and throttle, we set it. Switches, landing lights, you can take those off. Pitot heat, leave that on. Pumps are on. Auto feather can come off. Flaps are up. Can make a right turn onto course. We can go ahead and put the yaw damper on. Control our rudder movements. Nicely ascending here, and we got tons of power to back us up. Just pull this back to about 40. Inverness traffic, November 6854 Mike. Right turn to course. Good day, Inverness. And climbing very well. See, I set the VOR2 here. I should correct it to say from the station. Okay, we'll turn on to course. Quit fooling around with that. And let the nose dip down a bit. We're losing a bit too much speed. And nice and stable there. And 7,000, we can go 2992. Or 1013, QNH. Looks like we got some icing up on the windshield there. Windscreen. Okay, 1,000 feet to flight level, cruising flight. We'll quickly go over the climb checks here. Make sure we didn't miss nothing. Flaps are up. Auto feather is off. Climb power set. Landing lights are off. We're at our best rate. There we are at 10,000. We'll hold it there. We can come back on the props back to 75. Losing our course here a little bit. Okay, I think we can hold that there. Altitude and not heading nav. See if the nav slays properly. Should. Altitude's looking good, engine's looking good. The fuel flow is nice and low. 255-ish per side. Just under 40 torque pressure. Guys, we forgot to bleed the air through. We're gonna bleed some air through and turn on the icing now. Auto. Okay, seems to be looking good to me. Alright guys, as per usual, let me do the checklist. We just went through all this. Cruise checks, cruise power is set. Looking good. See you on the other side. Alright guys, we're 22 miles away. Do our descent check here. Quantity and selector is good. Caution lights, anti-ice is still on. Cabin signs set. Landing, don't need cabin signs. We are a cargo aircraft. We'll come down here. Set this to about 3,000. Pull the power back below 10 torque pressure. Go off our VS. Also set our heading mode, and we'll turn this to VLOC. VLOC verified. Now we're set up for the ILS here. Runway 23. Just have to make sure that we put this in properly. There we go. Get a little more of a turn in there, line up with the ILS. We're going to pull up Meadow Taft now and we can check the weather. Oh, 3,800 foot ceiling, 5 knots at 240, 2938, or 0,995. You got the wind just off to the right of the runway. Shouldn't be an issue. 5 knots. Should be a nice landing. Famous last words. Alright, enjoy the descent. Glasgow traffic, November 6854 Mike, type Twin Otter is 17 miles north, 7,300, descending 3,000, inbound ILS, runway 23, Glasgow traffic.
inbound traffic, EG7 Hotel taxi to holding point running 24 via Foxtrot Alpha Delta, Edinburgh.
Departure expecting 1227, landing up runway 06 will be departure, following course on 1 Delta, departure runway 06, and climbing to flight level 180, Edinburgh traffic.
Glasgow traffic, November 6854 Mike, on final, runway 23, 10 miles. Established ILS, Glasgow traffic. Okay guys, we're here, we're setting approach mode.
Traffic on final at Edinburgh Airport.
Last station calling, negative, that's Glasgow Airport.
Copy that, smart things 1227, continue landing up and departure runway 06 at Edinburgh traffic.
Undercarriage, tap the brakes, props can go full. We'll bring the speed back up. We can around 100's okay, we'll get some flaps in there. Sure, lights are on, pumps are on, pitot heat's on. And the wiper's distracting me there. Turn those off. There you go. Okay, we're way too high, obviously, as you can see. I don't know what's going on with the ILS, but it doesn't seem to be working, the approach mode. I'll throw it 20 degrees. 20 degrees of flaps, do a GUPS check, gas looks good. Undercarriage, tap the brakes, props are full, throttle's adjusted, lights are on, pitot heat's on, pumps are on, verify, looking good. 3 miles here. I don't know what happened to the approach mode. It was lining up, but started doing its own thing. Apparently we're still too high. You can see the white lights down there. To the left of the threshold, the PAPI lights. Just watch our speed here, keep it around 80 knots. Huge issue for me with the Twin Otter when it first came out, or when I first started making videos with it anyway, was managing an approach speed. But it's got to a point now where it's much better. Beautiful Glasgow.
Wind 260 at 6 knots.
Speed's getting away from us a little bit. Just ever so slightly come back on the throttle.
500. Minimums. 100. Light slow. 50. Light slow. 40. 30. Light slow. 20. 10.
Landing time logged.
Here we can bring the flaps up and away. Pitot heat can come off. Glasgow traffic, November 6854 Mike, clear of the active Delta Golf Alpha to Juliet taxi. Got confused there. I thought it was Kilo for some reason. Got our taxi lights on. Aha, should have that off. Should have had that off during our descent there. Sorry, our manual control there on final. Because then you'll be fighting the yaw damper. Whoa, we're rolling on the taxiway here. I don't have anything installed for Glasgow. It's just stock scenery here. Is this? Oh, I hope I didn't pass it. Nope, right here, Juliet. Okay, we've made it. We're here at Glasgow. Shut her down here. What you guys think of that one? Wasn't too bad. Decent enough weather. Nice little ILS landing. Manually, approach mode didn't work for me for some reason. Okay, power flight idle. Yes, they are. Props can be feathered. Feather those off. Generators can go off. Fuel levers can go off.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored
Bumps
by
off.
OnAir.
All lights off. Come up here and turn off our strobes. Leads off. All right. You guys, we're logged. We're here at Glasgow. We're logged in OnAir. Came in from Inverness, and we pre-planned the flight with OnAir and Simbrief. So check out that video. Be uploaded at the same time as this one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, stack 'em sats. We're on our way south to pick up our cargo missions in either Echo Golf Victor Alpha or Echo Golf X-Ray Juliet. And that'll be the next flights making our way that way. Alright, catch you next time. Thanks for watching.